Welcome to Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city in the Silver State. Hello once again, Todd Harris along with Mike Redmond. And last year on the USABMX Extreme Race Series, we promised you something special. Today, we deliver.
Big time, Todd. We're going to have a 6-stop, made-for-TV only pro extravaganza.
Yeah, Mike, it's the Pioneer Bicycle Monster Cross Pro Challenge. Hey, we'll be meeting our winner at each stop, plus we'll be keeping track of the points, so at the end of our 6-stop season, we will be able to crown an overall Monster Cross champion.
Well, Todd, this is an exclusive made-for-TV pro challenge with over $30,000 in prize money up for grabs. And our overall champion is going to ride home on this raging 1997 Honda CR125R.
So, Mike, if you're ready, let's head up to the gate and find out who's in Semi 1 of the Pro Monster Cross.
Well, Todd, here's our first semi-pro gate. On the gate right now is Steve Veltman in lane number 8, doing it for Torker. Next rider up is going to be the Magic Man, Mikey Hayek, doing it for Specialized. Next rider up is going to find the 6-bike Thunder, Danny Nelson. He does it for Powerlight Industries. Next rider up, the 8-bike Wade Boots. He does it for Trek BMX. Our next rider on the gate's the 23-bike. He hails out of Lake Elsinore, California, doing it for SE Racing, Chris Sanchez. The 15-bike, Dale Holmes. He hails out of England, currently living in Southern California for GT Bicycles. And the 17-bike for Robinson Racing, the Amtrak, Charles Townsend out of San Jose, California. And finally, rounding out the field, the 4-bike, another Robinson rider, Greg Romero.
Well, this is it, Mike, semifinal number 1 of the Monster Cross. A lot of guys want to move on, but we are only taking 3 into the final. With 8 guys in the line, it is going to be fast and furious into that first corner. Let's take it to the line and find out who's going to go. The gate is set, the riders are poised and ready to go. It is down and they are off.
The gate is down right now. Keep an eye on Romero on the outside. You got Veltman on the inside moving into the 2-slot. Townsend sitting in the 3-spot, but he has trouble and goes over the backside.
Townsend over the top looking for refreshments already. That leaves Romero out in front with Veltman in tow.
Romero with a clean line to victory right now. All he needs to do is keep the wheels down, Todd.
Greg Romero, a past World Cup champion, taking him into the final. Big right-hand turn. As you pointed out, Mike, the legs are burning.
Greg Romero is going to bring it home, followed by Veltman, Hayek, and Thunder Dan Nelson.
So Greg Romero moves on into the final. Let's check in with Mike Redmond, who's got our winner.
Greg Romero, you just made the first Monster Cross main event. What's it going to take to win this thing?
Well, I think I'm just going to have to maintain focus, what I've been doing, remain positive, and hopefully the Robinson XL with the GT components is going to help me come through with the victory.
Mike, that was a classic. Let's get a little replay.
Little replay indeed. Greg Romero with a phenomenal start from the outside. Takes the advantage and wins this thing, but Veltman came out of nowhere to sneak onto that inside line.
These guys can kick back and relax because they have qualified. Our 3 qualifiers are Romero, Veltman, and Hayek. So 3 are in and there are 5 still out in the cold wanting to make the final of the 1997 Pioneer Monster Cross Pro Challenge from Reno. Don't touch that dial. Remember, we're only taking 3, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on these guys. Mike, who we got on the line?
Well, let's start them out on the outside with the Huffy rider, Randy Stumphauser, hailing out of Fresno, California. Next rider up, the 29-bike, finds Brian Schmidt for Mongoose. Our next rider in the field, the 16-bike, he's doing it for a brand new sponsor, Gary Fisher, Matt Hayden. Next rider up, the big one on his plate, signifying he is the champion from last year in the National Series for Mongoose, Robert McPherson. The 9-bike for Haro Bikes. He hails out of England, living in Southern California right now, Jamie Staff. The 35-bike, another Gary Fisher rider, Big Adam McGuire. Our next rider up, the 2 on his plate, he's GT Bicycles owned Gary Ellis, 4-time national #1 pro. Next rider up, Christophe Levesque, adding to the international contingent out of France. He does it for Sun Chippy. Well, Todd, that is our gate for semi number 2.
Michael, we're only taking 3, and the rest of them are going to be out in the cold. They are set and they are off.
They are off. 3 more to add to our 3 out of semi number 1, heading into turn 1, and one more time, an outside lane coming up on top in turn 1. It's Christophe Levesque. For son, Gary Ellis sitting in the 2-spot.
Christophe Levesque out of France, Gary Ellis, the lumberjack out of Washington, sitting in 1-2. This could be a great battle royale.
Levesque sitting in the 1 slot, Ellis in the 2, Stumphauser, the Huffy rider in the 3rd spot.
So it's Levesque, Ellis, and the rider goes down, but it's still Levesque and Ellis out in front, clear of the carnage.
Rider going down was Robert McPherson, last year's #1 pro.
And Mike Redmond's got our winner.
Christophe Levesque, how do you like the new Monster Cross, and what do you think about the main event today?
I don't know, that's new. It's new racing, you know, new kind of racing. It's a new system. Look pretty good, and I'm happy to race like that. It's new systems, like something changed. And how I feel about the race, I feel pretty good. Let's see what's happening.
Mike, what a great race. Let's go back and have a look at it. Turn 1 was the difference.
A semi-2, turn 1, showing Christophe Levesque out in front. Gary Ellis sitting in the 2 slot. These two guys were gone. The battle seemed to be for that 3rd slot. #1 from last year, Robert McPherson, trying to slice underneath, goes down in a pile right there.
So McPherson and the rest of the crew have one more chance. That's in the last chance qualifier. But Christophe Levesque, Gary Ellis, and Stumphauser all make it into the main event.
That's right, Todd. It's going to be real tough. Usually these guys in a semi will get to take 4 riders. Today it's only 2 in the last chance qualifier. Heading to turn 1, Harrow's Jamie Staff grabs the lead. Got a GT rider sitting in the 2 slot out of England. That is Dale Holmes.
So right now it is Staff and Holmes, the only ones who will make it into the Monster Cross final. The rest of them on the outside looking in, but we still got the rhythm section.
Heading into the rhythm section, still Staff looking phenomenal with a triple jump there.
Staff throwing in a little style. He's feeling good about himself. Holmes trying to hold on to second. The rest of the pack fading fast, and they will go into the history books as those who did not make it. Staffs and Holmes are in. Let's go back, Mike, and have a look. Once again, turn 1 was the difference.
Turn 1 was definitely the difference. Jamie Staff making this track work for him. As Harrow's riding good, it is going to be Staff and Holmes picking up those transfers.
So it's Staff and Holmes going to the big party. Mike cut up with our winner, Jamie Staff.
Jamie Staff, you're in the Monster Cross main event. Tell us about the pressure.
I don't know, it's a new thing. It's kind of cool. I guess they're doing like Supercross. It's kind of different. We need things different, you know. I didn't make it out the semi. I got a bad gate, so I just sat down, saved my energy for the consi, and I was in good form for that. Got a good gate. Whole shot, I had one from start to finish. Feel good.
The first ever Pioneer Monster Cross Pro Challenge, Mike. This is it. The Elite 8 set them up.
First guy in the gate is going to be Randy Stumphauser, doing it for Huffy Bicycles. Next guy up is going to be Greg Romero. He's been hot lately for Robinson. Our next rider up is going to be the 14 bike, Steve Veltman for Torker. Next guy up is the 25 bike for Specialized Bicycles, Magic Mike Hayek. Next guy is Gary Ellis, the #2 on his plate. He wants to change that for GT Bicycles. The 5 bike, Christophe Levesque, doing it for Sun out of France. Our next rider, the 15 bike, is Dale Holmes, another one of the European contingent out of England. The 9 bike from England also is Jamie Staff for Harrow Bicycles.
Hey, before we drop the gate, we're going to find out how much the pressure is affecting these guys. We talked to a few of our competitors.
Gary Ellis, give us some feelings on the first ever Monster Cross main event.
Well, good start, good strong straightaway, clean rest of the track. Let's go.
Specialized rider Mikey Hayek, the first ever Monster Cross main event. Give us some thoughts.
I'm just getting ready to race. It's good that it's going on. I'm just excited to race and just hope I get a good gate and win this thing.
Christophe, tell us about the first Monster Cross main event. How do you feel?
I don't know, I feel pretty good. If I need a good gate, if I have a good gate, I think that's going to be okay, but we don't know, everything can happen.
I feel good out there. I have a lot of energy. I'm going to try my best, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can come out with a victory.
It's going to be a tough competition out there. A lot of fast guys. It's just going to take a really good lap and no screwing up.
Steve Veltman, give us some thoughts on the first ever Monster Cross main event.
I think it's a great idea. You know, it kind of mixes things up, kind of makes something fresh for us, you know. Gives us a little bit of new motivation to go out there and, you know, try to treat the other 7 guys.
It's pretty intense, you know. It's pretty hot and humid out here. It's hard, you know, you just got to get out the gate.
Mike, this is history in the making. Savor the flavor. This is the final of the Pioneer Monster Cross Pro Challenge. 8 of quite possibly the best BMXers in the world on the line here in Reno. The gate is set. They are poised and ready to go. And we are off to the races.
Off to the races indeed right now. Double A action coming down the hill. Romero looking good on the inside, but Veltman looking hot on the outside.
No one is giving up that line. Once again, big turn #1. Romero out in front, but he's got some company.
definitely Romero, your leader, Veltman in the 2 spot, but here comes Levesque trying to crack off a beats in the 2 slide.
Right now it is all Romero through the rhythm section. Just like you said, Mike, semi number 1 was the turning factor for him, and here he is bringing it down the home stretch.
Romero gonna bring it home, followed by Levesque and Veltman with a close one at the line.
So the final of the first ever Monster Cross goes like this. It is Greg Romero out in front. He's down with Mike.
Greg Romero, BMX TV's first Monster Cross main event. You come out with a victory. You've been the hottest rider of late. Tell us about it.
Well, I just focused really hard on getting a good start, and just been trying to do what I'm capable of doing all year long, and I'm going to try to do that in the Monster Cross series. I feel really good out there. There's a lot of support. I got a lot of fans out there, and I love being on TV.
So stop number 1 in the history books from Reno, Nevada. The Pioneer Monster Cross Pro Challenge is in the books, Mike. What a day for Greg Romero.
What a day indeed. Greg Romero is always hot when it comes down to winning the money.
So Greg Romero takes us to our second stop, which will be Phoenix, Arizona, and he also takes home a new static snowboard. For Mike Redbone Redmond, I'm Todd Harris. We're out of here.